chosen ones. You're surpassed the ultimate test unknowingly. The blessings are coming. The darkest hour is just before the dawn. This timeless saying holds deep truth for you, especially if you've been walking through trials in silence, wondering if anyone sees the battles you've overcome. In this video on spiritual wisdom, we uncover the incredible reality that as a chosen one, you've already surpassed your ultimate test, even if you didn't realize it. Now, the blessings that were held back are being released into your life. Are you ready to receive what's been divinely reserved for you? Comment below, "I'm ready for my blessings," and let's celebrate your breakthrough together. Your journey is just beginning. 1. You passed a divine test without knowing it. What you went through was never random. It was sacred preparation. Those quiet moments of struggle, when no one clapped for you, when no one saw the weight you carried, were divine tests. Tests not meant to punish, but to purify. They were designed to bring out the spiritual warrior within you, to stretch your patience, deepen your integrity, and align your soul with a higher calling. You weren't just going through hard times. You were walking through a refining fire, and you didn't even realize it. That's what makes it so powerful. Because the most authentic kind of strength is revealed when no one's watching. You were in a spiritual examination, one crafted by divine intelligence. You were tested in how you responded when doors closed, how you kept showing up when life offered no guarantee, and how you stayed faithful in the absence of applause. The spiritual awakening didn't come with fireworks or fanfare. It came through your quiet courage, your unseen endurance, and your daily decision to rise anyway. You didn't just survive, you evolved. Every chosen one must pass through this phase. The silence, the uncertainty, the hidden stretching. It's the secret training ground of the soul. Because your next level requires a stronger version of you. One that's not built on ego or performance, but on truth, humility, and inner clarity. The path you walked, lonely, uncertain, and often painful, was the initiation. And the fact that you're still here means you passed. There was no need for a loud announcement. The shift has already occurred within you. Your energy has changed. Your discernment has sharpened. Your spirit has matured. You've become more aware, more grounded, more aligned with your divine purpose. What was once confusing now holds clarity. What was once heavy has turned into wisdom. And now, the spiritual reward is already unfolding because the test is over. This is what a real spiritual awakening feels like, not glamorous, but transformational. It doesn't just change how you think. It changes who you are. It breaks down the false identity and activates your true assignment. You're no longer who you used to be. You are walking proof that pressure produces power, and silence gives birth to purpose. The breakthrough is not coming. It's already begun. Let it be known. You were tested in the spirit, and you were found worthy. And the blessings you're about to witness are not lucky accidents. They're the evidence that you've been chosen, refined, and aligned. You didn't pass because of perfection. You passed because of perseverance. And that is the true mark of the awakened soul. Comment below, "I passed the divine test," if you're ready to step into your higher calling. 2. The true obstacle was your own mind. The greatest obstacle was never the people who doubted you or the circumstances that tried to break you. It was your own mind. It was the quiet, persistent voice inside that told you you weren't enough, that you wouldn't make it, that you didn't have what it takes. Those doubts weren't just random thoughts. They were rooted in the layers of limiting beliefs you unknowingly absorbed over time. The critics outside only mirrored the fear within. But the moment you began to confront those internal lies, the spiritual shift began. You stopped looking for validation in the eyes of others and started recognizing the divine truth planted within you. Breaking free wasn't about escaping your environment. It was about awakening to the truth that had always been buried beneath the noise. Once you rejected the illusions that kept you small, a new energy entered your life. You opened yourself up to infinite spiritual potential. You were no longer confined by the invisible walls built from past pain, comparison, or fear. You began to see the patterns clearly. The people who rejected you were tests, the setbacks were training grounds, and the silence was sacred preparation. Everything had been part of the refining fire designed to strip away what was never yours to carry. There was no dramatic fanfare when it happened, no applause, just a quiet inner knowing that you were no longer who you used to be. You passed the test, not by fighting harder, but by seeing deeper. You saw through the distractions, the fear, the ego, and chose alignment instead. That choice to believe in your purpose over your pain was the true act of spiritual courage. And that's why things are shifting now. That's why the blessings are coming. Not as random rewards, but as natural results of your new frequency. You are no longer operating from survival. You've tapped into your soul's power. The final test wasn't about winning in the eyes of others. It was about remembering who you are in the eyes of God. And in doing so, you've become unshakable. You've stepped into the version of yourself that isn't controlled by fear or scarcity, but led by spiritual truth. And from this place, everything changes, not just for you, but for everyone connected to your mission. You didn't just pass the test, you transformed through it. And now, the universe recognizes your growth. Your energy speaks louder than words. You're no longer seeking permission to shine. You're simply being who you were always meant to be. And because of that, the doors that once felt sealed shut are now swinging wide open. What's coming isn't just a blessing. It's a reflection of your spiritual becoming. Are you ready to break free from your own limitations? If so, comment below. I release the doubt to affirm your commitment to a new, empowered mindset. 3. The universe was secretly guiding your awakening. What seemed like delays were actually divine detours. Each setback you encountered was not random. It was a precise spiritual setup, crafted to prepare you for the next level of your life. When things didn't go your way, it wasn't because you were forgotten. It was because you were being positioned. Every missed opportunity, every closed door, every painful pause was part of a larger spiritual strategy. You weren't falling behind. You were being aligned. This journey you've been on has been anything but ordinary. While others measured success in speed and milestones, your growth happened in silence, in secret, and in spirit. The universe was not ignoring you. It was guiding you, quietly, carefully, through signs, synchronicities, and moments that only made sense in hindsight. What looked like confusion was divine coordination. You were walking through a sacred initiation disguised as delay. Your soul was being trained to trust the unseen. The spiritual lessons came through frustration, isolation, and unexpected loss. but all of it was orchestrated for your elevation. The discomfort was a divine message in disguise, a call to rise, to awaken, and to walk by faith and not by sight. It wasn't about how strong you appeared to be. It was about how deeply you allowed yourself to grow from within. That's what made you different. That's what made you chosen. Now, the timing of this realization is not coincidence. It's confirmation. The spiritual work has been done in the dark. The clarity you've been waiting for is arriving because you've proven, without even knowing it, that you are ready. This awakening wasn't loud or dramatic. It was subtle, like a seed cracking beneath the soil. You didn't need applause. You needed alignment. And that's exactly what you've stepped into. There's a higher order behind the scenes of your life. What you thought was a detour was the divine route. What looked like abandonment was protection. What felt like silence was strategy. You didn't miss your moment. You were being spiritually equipped to handle it. And now that the breakthrough is here, it's not luck. It's law. The law of spiritual alignment always rewards those who endure with faith. This was never about waiting for blessings to fall from the sky. It was about becoming the kind of man who could carry them with integrity, wisdom, and power. And you've done exactly that. The universe didn't forget you. God didn't forsake you. You were hidden for refinement. And now you're being revealed not just to receive, but to lead, to guide, and to walk fully in your divine purpose. If you believe the universe has been guiding your every step, repeat after me. I am aligned with divine timing. Every delay was preparation. I trust the journey completely. 4. Blessings begin to overflow after alignment. Now that the test has been passed and illusions have been shattered, something greater has begun. What you're experiencing is not luck, it's spiritual alignment. This is the result of the unseen battles you fought, the moments of silence where you chose growth over comfort, faith over fear, truth over illusion. The blessings showing up in your life right now, peace that can't be shaken, clarity that cuts through confusion, relationships that feel divinely orchestrated, and abundance that flows without resistance are not random. They are the evidence of a spiritual awakening that has transformed you from the inside out. You didn't force these blessings to come. You didn't manipulate, chase, or beg. You aligned. You surrendered. You let go of what no longer served your spirit, and in doing so, you made space for what was always meant for you. This alignment isn't about perfection. It's about purity of intention, about becoming so clear in who you are that everything in your life starts to mirror that clarity. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. And now that your inner world is aligned, your outer world has no choice but to respond. There was a time when confusion clouded your path, when everything felt like a struggle. But that chaos served a purpose. It refined you. The storm didn't break you. It shaped you. The pain didn't destroy you. It delivered you. And now that you've been recalibrated, you can see it clearly. What once felt like punishment was actually preparation. The delay wasn't denial. It was divine timing. And now, that time has come. This is why you're seeing new relationships enter your life that feel aligned with your soul. This is why doors are opening without you having to knock. This is why you feel a peace that doesn't depend on your circumstances. The spiritual work you've done, whether through prayer, solitude, healing, or simply choosing not to lower your standards, has activated a new flow in your life. And this flow is sacred. It's not accidental. It's the divine reward for your obedience and inner transformation. Spiritual awakening brings awareness, but spiritual alignment brings manifestation. And now, everything you touch is beginning to prosper. You are no longer operating from desperation, but from a deep trust that everything meant for you is already on its way. Your energy has shifted, your vision is clearer, and your steps are guided. You're not chasing, you're attracting. You're not striving, you're allowing. And in that space, blessings overflow. When you align your spirit with divine truth, everything begins to align around you. The chaos turns into clarity. The tests turn into testimonies. The waiting turns into receiving. And all of it begins when you stop looking for the blessing outside of you and start becoming the blessing within you. That is the power of true spiritual awakening. If this message has resonated with your spirit, affirm it in the comments below. I am aligned with God's will. I welcome His overflowing blessings into my life. 5. Stay grounded and humble in expansion. With every spiritual elevation comes a deeper call to responsibility. The blessings you've long awaited are arriving, but they do not come empty-handed. They arrive with a silent test, one that cannot be passed with noise or performance, but only through humility and grounded awareness. As your life expands, your spiritual connection must deepen. You must be vigilant, not in fear, but in wisdom. Discernment becomes your shield. In this season, not everyone who smiles is sincere, and not every opportunity is divinely aligned. Protect your peace like it's sacred, because it is the foundation upon which clarity is built, and clarity is the compass of spiritual purpose. The higher you rise, the more crucial it is to stay low in spirit, not to belittle yourself, but to stay connected to your source. Ego is subtle. It whispers through praise, through success, through attention. It convinces you that you earned this on your own. But humility remembers the divine hand behind the scenes. It honors the silent prayers, the private struggles, the unseen grace that carried you through. Humility is not weakness. It is spiritual strength, disguised as quiet confidence. It is what keeps your heart soft when power hardens others. Spiritual alignment requires that you pause often and return to your core. In a world that rewards noise, the chosen ones must choose stillness. Make time to reflect. Ask yourself the difficult questions. Are you still listening to the voice within? Are you still making decisions from a place of peace rather than pressure? Are you still walking with the same integrity when no one is watching? Expansion without reflection is a dangerous path. It builds empires on fragile ground. As abundance flows, the temptation to move faster will grow. But fast does not always mean aligned. Real elevation is sustainable. It multiplies without costing your soul. This is why spiritual grounding matters. It allows you to move with purpose, not just momentum. You are not here to be consumed by success. You are here to carry it with grace and transform it into something greater than yourself. Discernment sharpens in silence. Power matures through restraint. The blessing is not just in receiving, but in how you hold it. Will you hold it with fear or with faith? With pride or with purpose? The answers are revealed not in public moments, but in private ones. The spiritual path refines you behind closed doors long before it reveals you to the world. Peace is the most expensive gift you've been given. Guard it. Protect your spiritual space. Be selective with your energy your time, your circle. Humility will keep you connected to heaven, while discernment will help you navigate the noise of earth. Stay rooted in your truth, not in titles. Stay anchored in presence, not performance. For it is not the magnitude of the blessing that sustains your path. It is the depth of your humility that determines how far the blessing can take you. Leave a like, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss powerful messages like this. Stay aligned with your blessings by choosing humility over ego. Type in the comments, "I grow in abundance," and stay grounded in gratitude. Six, your growth inspires others and impacts the collective. Your growth isn't just a personal achievement, it's a spiritual calling. Every breakthrough you've had, every moment of clarity, and every burden you've overcome has created a ripple far beyond your individual life. You may not see it, but your transformation is shifting the atmosphere around you. What once felt like private pain was actually a sacred process, designed not only to elevate you, but to awaken those silently watching from the shadows. As you rise, others feel that energy. Even if they don't say a word, their spirit recognizes the shift in yours. You become a mirror to their own potential, a reminder that change is possible. This is spiritual leadership in its purest form. Not leadership that demands attention, but leadership that radiates presence. You don't need a platform to lead. Your healed energy speaks louder than any title ever could. When you choose peace over retaliation, growth over comfort, discipline over distraction, you are preaching without words. Your life becomes a sermon. Your choices inspire those around you, not by pressure, but by presence. And those still trapped in illusion will feel something shift within themselves, simply by being near you. Your transformation is not just a blessing for you, it's a divine tool for collective elevation. The spiritual impact you make often goes unnoticed by the eye, but never by the soul. You've become the one who breaks generational patterns, who rewrites narratives of limitation, who walks with quiet authority because you've earned it in silence. And for those still caught in confusion or fear, you now serve as a compass. They won't always understand what has changed, but they'll feel drawn to your light because it carries truth. The universe designed it this way. The growth you've embodied is part of a much larger orchestration, one that touches your community, your family line, even strangers who cross your path. Every healed wound within you becomes an opening for others to heal theirs. Every step you take in truth opens a doorway for others to leave behind deception. This is why your presence matters more than you realize. You are not just existing, you are vibrating at a frequency that makes the unseen realm shift. You are altering timelines through your choices. And while you may feel unseen, misunderstood, or even rejected by those unable to comprehend your growth, know this: your light is not for validation, it's for illumination. You've passed through the fire for a reason. The blessings coming your way are not just compensation for pain, they're spiritual tools meant to help you expand your mission. You didn't come this far just to be congratulated. You came this far to activate others. Your life is the evidence. Your energy is the testimony. And your continued rise is the silent revolution that awakens the world, one soul at a time. If you've made it this far, comment below. My growth is a light to others. Your voice matters, and by sharing, you help uplift the collective. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a message that supports your spiritual journey. 7. This is just the beginning of your divine mission. You've completed the first phase, but this is far from the end. What lies ahead is deeper, higher, and even more aligned with your divine purpose. The struggles, the silence, the inner warfare was never meant to destroy you, only to shape you. And now that your foundation is solid, unshakable in spirit, and clear in vision, you no longer need to seek purpose. You've become a living expression of it. You're no longer wandering, questioning, or hesitating. You move with clarity because something within you has awakened a spiritual awakening that has changed everything from the inside out. The universe is now responding to your alignment. You will not have to search for your next chapter. It will unfold naturally before you. The right mentors will appear, those who carry wisdom that your soul has been quietly craving. Opportunities that once felt distant will now present themselves with divine timing, not because of luck, but because of spiritual readiness. These moments will not be random. They will be orchestrated by the same unseen forces that carried you through your lowest moments. Nothing was wasted. Every tear, every delay, every prayer, it built the path beneath your feet. You are stepping into assignments that require who you've become, not who you used to be. These new missions won't just demand your skills. They'll call for your depth, your healed heart, your grounded presence. You're not here to impress. You're here to awaken. And you'll do it not with noise, but with truth. The world is in need of the very light you once tried to dim to survive. That time is over. This is the season to stand tall in your knowing and to act with conviction. You are not chasing anymore. You are attracting. You are aligning. You are becoming. Stay faithful to your path. There will still be moments of testing, but now you understand they're not there to punish you. They're there to elevate you. Each one will refine your focus and expand your capacity. You've been trusted with more because you've proven your spirit is ready. The spiritual awakening you've undergone has shifted your entire atmosphere. You no longer react. You respond with purpose. You no longer rush. You trust divine timing. You no longer doubt, you discern. These are not small changes. They're the evidence of a deep inner transformation. Keep rising, not just for yourself, but for those who are watching you quietly. There are souls who will find their way simply because you kept walking. The blessings that are coming are not just for comfort, they're for legacy. You are building something that will outlast the pain it took to get here. Keep your heart open, your spirit grounded, and your vision high. This next level is not just a continuation, it's a divine unfolding. Let it come. Let it flow. You are ready. To affirm that you're ready for this next level of your divine mission, declare your alignment. Comment below, I am walking in purpose to honor your path and inspire others to rise into theirs. As you move forward, remember this. The test you didn't even realize you were passing was the very key unlocking the next level of your spiritual journey. You didn't just survive it, you transformed through it. Now, the blessings are already on their way, and your alignment with divine purpose will make them undeniable. If this message spoke to your spirit, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and spread the light. Make sure to subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another soul-shifting message. More revelations are coming, and you won't want to miss what's next. Money is actually a flowing spiritual energy. Lao Tzu wisely said, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Today, we invite you to take that step with us as we explore an eye-opening concept: money as a flowing spiritual energy. Imagine if understanding the spiritual essence of money could open the doors to more abundance, personal growth, and happiness in your life. By shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance, you can align yourself with this powerful energy. How do you currently view money? Is it a source of stress, or do you see it as a tool for growth? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom for more insights on transforming your financial reality through spiritual energy. Let's dive in. 1. Shift your perception. Money as energy. Imagine shifting your perspective on money, no longer seeing it as a fixed, limited resource, but as a vibrant, ever-flowing energy. This shift in perception can profoundly transform your financial reality. Just as energy is fluid, adaptable, and constantly moving, so too does money circulate and respond to how we interact with it. When we begin to view money as a living, spiritual force, we naturally align ourselves with its inherent flow and abundance. Think of money like a river. When you approach it with fear, scarcity, or anxiety, you unknowingly create blockages that obstruct its natural movement, which can lead to financial stagnation or even loss. However, when you embrace money as a dynamic and spiritual resource, you encourage its natural flow, allowing it to expand and grow in alignment with your openness and trust. This mindset is increasingly relevant in today's world, where financial markets are deeply influenced by collective optimism, trust, and emotional energy. In the same way, your personal financial practices, such as budgeting, saving, and investing, can thrive when approached with an attitude of abundance and possibility. To truly understand and embrace money as spiritual energy is to recognize that it is a mirror of your intentions, beliefs, and actions. When you cultivate a positive, respectful, and intentional relationship with money, you open the door to greater financial prosperity and deeper personal fulfillment. By aligning yourself with the natural rhythm and flow of money, you transform your financial journey into one of harmony, ease, and success. If you're ready to take this step toward a new financial reality, one rooted in abundance, flow, and spiritual alignment, comment below with "I am aligned with abundance." Together, let's embark on this journey toward financial harmony and success. 2. Law of attraction and money. Money is often viewed in a purely transactional way, as something we use to purchase goods or pay for services. But what if I told you that money holds far more significance? In fact, money is a form of dynamic, flowing spiritual energy. While this idea may seem abstract or unfamiliar at first, understanding it can profoundly influence how you relate to your financial life. Imagine for a moment that money moves through your life like a continuous stream, much like energy. When we adopt a mindset that aligns with abundance and cultivate positive thoughts about money, we unlock the potential to attract more of it into our lives. This is precisely where the law of attraction comes into play. According to the law of attraction, whatever we focus our thoughts and energy on is what we ultimately draw toward ourselves. If you're constantly fixated on the scarcity of money, or if you harbor negative attitudes toward it, you're unknowingly creating a barrier that repels financial abundance. On the other hand, if you begin to perceive money as a powerful tool for positive growth, not only in your own life, but also in the world around you, you'll be much more likely to attract financial success. It's all about shifting your inner beliefs and recognizing that, like any form of energy, money will flow where it is both valued and welcomed. Now let's consider how this principle manifests in real life. Picture a young entrepreneur who is just starting out, driven by a deep belief in their vision and an optimistic outlook on the financial rewards their venture could yield. This entrepreneur doesn't see money simply as a necessity, but as a vehicle for realizing their dreams and making a meaningful impact on their community. By holding this positive view and aligning their actions with it, they naturally draw in supportive clients, investors, and opportunities that help their business grow. Their financial success becomes a reflection not just of their hard work, but of their energetic alignment with the concept of abundance. Take a moment to reflect on your own life. How do you currently view money? Is it something that causes you anxiety, or do you see it as a powerful resource full of potential? By reorienting your perspective and focusing on the idea that money flows to you naturally when you view it positively, you set in motion a spiritual shift that has the power to transform not only your finances, but also your approach to life as a whole. This new mindset encourages you to ask deeper questions about your relationship with money and how it influences your well-being, aspirations, and personal growth. As you begin to see money as a form of spiritual energy, it's important to remain open, grateful, and proactive. Incorporate affirmations into your daily routine. Visualize your financial goals with clarity and purpose, and then take actionable steps toward those goals. By harmonizing your positive thoughts with purposeful actions, you activate the law of attraction and create the ideal conditions for financial prosperity to enter your life. The key lesson to take from all this is simple but powerful. Money, like energy, flourishes where it is met with positivity and appreciation. By embracing a mindset of abundance and viewing financial resources through a lens of opportunity and expansion, you not only invite wealth into your life, but you also begin a journey of spiritual growth and awakening. This shift will lead to a more enriched and prosperous life, where money flows to you naturally and with ease. So, how will you shift your mindset today to start attracting the financial abundance you are worthy of receiving? If this perspective on money as spiritual energy resonates with you, let's embark on this journey together. Share your commitment to this new mindset by leaving a comment below with "I am aligning with abundance" to affirm your dedication to financial transformation. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on upcoming insights on channeling energy and inviting prosperity. Stay connected, and let's continue exploring the path to a more fulfilling and abundant life together. 3. Emotional energy shapes financial reality. Think of money not just as a tangible asset, but as a form of flowing spiritual energy that has a profound impact on both your financial circumstances and your emotional well-being. The way you perceive and feel about money is incredibly important. When you cultivate a positive mindset toward money, You open the doors for more of it to flow into your life. On the other hand, when you harbor negative thoughts or emotions about money such as fear, stress, or lack, you create energetic barriers that can push it away. This is a fundamental principle of manifestation. Your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions all work together to shape your financial reality. Imagine it like this. When you consistently feel a sense of abundance and gratitude around money, you attract more of it into your life. However, if you're caught in a cycle of worry, fear, or resentment towards money, you're likely to block that flow. The energy you send out is the energy you receive. The more positively you align with the concept of financial abundance, the more likely you are to see it materialize in your life. Tony Robbins once said, "The quality of your life is in direct proportion to the quality of your emotions." This quote underscores the critical role that managing your emotional state plays in your financial success. Take a moment to reflect. How are you currently feeling about money? Are you viewing it as a source of anxiety or stress? Or do you see it as an opportunity and a tool for freedom? By consciously shifting your mindset from one of scarcity or fear to one of abundance and possibility, you begin to attract the energy that aligns with wealth and prosperity. Wayne Dyer encapsulated this truth when he famously said, "Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change." This wisdom applies directly to money manifestation. When you choose to adopt a positive, empowered perspective and actively visualize financial success, you set the stage for that success to become a reality. Manifesting money isn't just about wishing for more of it. It's about creating a mental and emotional environment that invites it into your life. Your beliefs, thoughts, and feelings create the vibrational frequency that either attracts or repels financial abundance. Take a moment to examine how your current beliefs and emotions around money might be shaping your financial situation. Are they uplifting and abundant, or do they reflect fear, worry, or limitation? By transforming your relationship with money and cultivating a mindset filled with positivity and gratitude, you enhance your ability to attract financial resources and maintain them. Ultimately, your emotional connection to money is one of the most crucial aspects of manifestation. When you understand and actively work on shifting your feelings toward money, turning them into feelings of gratitude, trust, and abundance, you become aligned with the energy that attracts wealth. If this message resonates with you, don't hesitate to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Join our growing community, where you'll discover powerful insights on how to harness the energy of your emotions to attract financial abundance. Start your journey today towards manifesting prosperity and creating a harmonious, positive relationship with money. 4. Gratitude and mindfulness in financial life. Embracing the flow of abundance, recognizing money as spiritual energy. Imagine this. Money isn't merely a collection of paper bills, coins, or numbers in a bank account. It is, at its essence, a flowing spiritual energy, capable of transforming your life when you come to understand its deeper significance. Just like a river that carves its way through valleys and plains, shaping the landscape as it travels, money similarly flows through our lives, influencing our experiences, relationships, and opportunities. To fully embrace this perspective, it requires a shift in how we approach money, not as something to control or simply manage, but as an energy to harmonize with. Instead of living from a place of fear and scarcity, this new understanding calls us to shift toward a mindset of abundance and receptivity. Gratitude is a key element in this transformation. By consciously focusing on the wealth that already surrounds you and cultivating an attitude of appreciation for it, you elevate your energy from one of lack to one of abundance. But this shift isn't just about material possessions or financial gains. It's about recognizing the true richness that permeates every aspect of your life. When you make a habit of expressing gratitude, you align yourself with the positive energy of this spiritual flow, unlocking new doors to prosperity and opportunity. For instance, acknowledging and appreciating even the smallest victories on your financial journey reinforces a cycle of positive energy, attracting more abundance in ways both seen and unseen. Mindfulness, in a similar way, calls you to be present and intentional in your financial decision-making. It means slowing down and examining your financial choices, ensuring they align with your higher values and long-term goals. In today's fast-paced society, where consumerism and the drive for instant gratification often cloud judgment, mindfulness becomes a necessary counterbalance. Through the practice of mindfulness, you build a conscious and deliberate relationship with money, one where your financial actions are purposeful, guided by your spiritual aspirations, and in harmony with your true self. This intentional approach guarantees that your financial life is not driven by reactive choices, but by decisions that resonate with your broader life vision. In the midst of modern life's financial pressures and the relentless pull of consumerism, integrating gratitude and mindfulness into your financial habits can bring a profound sense of peace and clarity. Begin by regularly reflecting on the things you are thankful for, not only in terms of material wealth, but in all areas of your life, relationships, experiences, and opportunities. This practice expands your perspective, helping you maintain a positive outlook that naturally attracts more opportunities for abundance. Likewise, take time to thoughtfully consider your financial decisions, ensuring that each choice you make is in alignment with your larger life goals and values. This mindful approach ensures that your financial journey is about much more than accumulating wealth. It's about cultivating a life that resonates deeply with your spiritual purpose. If you are ready to reshape your relationship with money and begin viewing it as a spiritual energy that flows through your life, we invite you to take the first step. Comment, "I'm embracing the flow" below to show your commitment to shifting your mindset towards one of abundance, mindfulness, and gratitude. Your engagement helps us create more empowering content that supports you on your journey to align your financial decisions with your spiritual aspirations. Together, let's embrace a life of prosperity, purpose, and fulfillment. Five, visualization and affirmations for wealth. Visualization and affirmations are incredibly effective tools for reshaping your financial mindset. Rather than simply hoping for financial success, envision your ideal financial situation as though it has already materialized. Picture yourself living comfortably, pursuing your passions, and reaching your financial goals. This process helps you align your thoughts and energy with this desired reality. In tandem, affirmations, positive statements you regularly repeat, reinforce this new mindset. When you say affirmations like, "I am financially abundant," or "money flows easily into my life," you're not just saying words, you're sending a powerful message to your subconscious mind that you are ready to receive abundance. Consider this in a real-life context. Sarah, a freelance graphic designer, used to face the struggle of inconsistent income. She decided to shift her approach using visualization and affirmations. Every day, Sarah visualized herself landing high-paying projects and getting paid on time. She also practiced affirmations such as, "I attract high-value clients who appreciate my work." As her mindset changed, Sarah noticed a steady increase in opportunities, a more consistent flow of work, and a rise in her income. Her experience illustrates how a mental shift can open new doors for financial growth. Now, think about how this concept could apply to your life. How might your financial circumstances improve if you started visualizing your goals and supporting them with affirmations? What changes could occur if you approached your financial challenges with a mindset of abundance instead of scarcity? On the path to spiritual growth, we often come to understand that money, like any form of energy, responds to our thoughts and beliefs. By cultivating a positive financial mindset through visualization and affirmations, you allow yourself to align with the natural flow of prosperity. The main takeaway here is that your financial situation is intricately connected to your internal mindset. Visualization and affirmations aren't about wishful thinking. They're about aligning your mental and emotional state with your financial aspirations. As you adopt this practice, you may begin to notice opportunities and financial improvements manifesting in your life. Start today by visualizing your ideal financial future and affirming your ability to achieve it. Your thoughts and beliefs hold the power to change your financial destiny, leading you toward greater prosperity and fulfillment. If these insights resonate with you, share your excitement by commenting, "I'm ready to transform," below. Your feedback helps us continue exploring powerful tools for financial success. 6. Goal setting as energy channeling. Establishing clear financial goals is akin to channeling your energy toward the specific outcomes you desire. As Tony Robbins wisely said, setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. By defining your financial aspirations with precision, you provide your journey with direction, clarity, and intent. Consider your goals as the compass guiding you through the often complex and overwhelming landscape of personal finance. Without these goals, managing your financial life can feel like wandering through a maze without a map. Once you've identified your objectives, it's crucial to develop a comprehensive plan to reach them. This involves breaking down your big picture ambitions into manageable, actionable steps, such as crafting a budget, starting an investment plan, or saving for specific purposes. As the poet Rumi once reflected, when you let go of who you are, you become who you might be. In a similar way, detailed planning transforms your once abstract financial dreams into tangible realities. An essential part of this process is regularly tracking your progress. Checking in on how well you're aligned with your goals not only keeps you accountable, but also allows for flexibility, giving you the opportunity to revise your plan when circumstances change. Motivational speaker Zig Ziglar once shared, "What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals." Monitoring your progress ensures that, beyond the financial rewards, you're evolving into a person capable of sustaining lasting success. To truly harness the spiritual energy surrounding money, begin by setting clear financial goals. What do you envision for your future wealth? Next, Formulate a detailed plan that breaks these goals into concrete actions, and then commit to tracking your progress on a regular basis. Manifestation is all about aligning your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors with your desired outcomes. As Jack Canfield stated, you just have to know what you want and be willing to take the steps to get it. So, how will you channel this energy today to manifest your financial dreams? The time to turn those aspirations into reality is now. Declare your commitment by leaving a comment that says, "I'm ready to set my goals," and take the first step toward building your financial future. Join us on this journey toward success by signing up today. 7. Turning setbacks into spiritual growth. Think of money not just as a tangible financial resource, but as a dynamic spiritual energy that weaves itself into every aspect of your life's journey. Financial setbacks, though often seen as purely negative events, can actually serve as powerful catalysts for personal and spiritual development. These challenges invite you to cultivate resilience by prompting you to reflect, adapt, and ultimately achieve a deeper understanding of both your financial habits and your inner self. Consider the example of Emma, a small business owner who encountered a serious financial crisis. Rather than being consumed by fear or frustration, Emma viewed this hardship as a crucial learning moment. She used it to reassess her approach to her finances, improve her business strategy, and grow from the experience. This shift in perspective not only aided her in bouncing back from the crisis, but also sparked profound growth in her personal and spiritual life. Now, reflect on your own response to financial difficulties. When obstacles arise, do you perceive them as insurmountable barriers, or do you recognize them as opportunities for learning, transformation, and growth? By shifting your perspective and viewing money as a form of flowing spiritual energy, you can reframe financial challenges as valuable life lessons. Resilience, in this light, is the ability to extract wisdom from these experiences, helping you maintain balance in both your material and spiritual pursuits. It's about harmonizing your financial decisions with your broader journey toward personal fulfillment and spiritual evolution. Keep in mind that the true secret to overcoming financial obstacles lies in your mindset. The ability to transform setbacks into stepping stones that lead to greater understanding, balance, and inner peace. 8. Networking and learning fuel prosperity. In this world, spirituality is not a distant or abstract concept, but rather a vital force that intertwines with how we understand and manage wealth. To truly access and channel the power of this spiritual energy flowing through our financial lives, it's essential to fully engage in the dynamic processes of networking and lifelong learning. Imagine your financial journey as a vast river, where the flow and direction are influenced by the individuals you connect with and the knowledge you continuously seek to acquire. Building relationships with individuals who share your values and aspirations isn't simply about exchanging business cards or attending networking events. It's about cultivating a community that mirrors and amplifies your financial goals and spiritual principles. When you align yourself with those who hold similar visions and beliefs, you create a network that not only supports, but elevates your understanding of wealth as a spiritual energy. This community provides you with insight, perspective, and ongoing awareness of financial trends and opportunities. It transforms your approach to wealth creation, moving it beyond a purely transactional pursuit into something that holds deep spiritual significance. Equally important is the role of education in this journey. It's not enough to simply accumulate financial knowledge. True growth comes when you begin to shift your mindset, seeing money as an extension of your spiritual evolution. Constant learning ensures you stay informed about strategies, market shifts, and economic changes, preparing you to navigate opportunities with confidence and wisdom. When you approach education as a lifelong commitment, you adopt a mindset of continuous growth and adaptability. This is essential not only for financial success, but for personal and spiritual development as well. In essence, integrating spirituality into your financial practices allows you to view each decision and transaction as a piece of a larger tapestry of abundance. By surrounding yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and uplift you, and by dedicating yourself to ongoing education, you align yourself with the powerful flow of spiritual energy that money represents. This approach not only sharpens your financial skills, but deepens your connection to the greater currents of prosperity, fulfillment, and spiritual abundance. Ultimately, embracing the transformative power of networking and education is key to reshaping your financial journey. These are not just tools for success. They are integral to your spiritual growth and your understanding of wealth as a dynamic, flowing force. By fostering meaningful connections with others and dedicating yourself to a path of continuous learning, you open yourself to a richer, more integrated experience of prosperity. Financial success and spiritual development become intertwined, allowing you to experience abundance on multiple levels. If you're ready to embark on this transformative journey, where financial growth and spiritual understanding converge, then this video is for you. Discover the powerful combination of networking and education, and see how aligning your financial goals with your spiritual growth can open new doors to prosperity. Be sure to like, subscribe, and join our growing community to stay connected with the latest insights and strategies for achieving a more abundant, fulfilling life. As we conclude today's exploration of money as a flowing spiritual energy, remember that your mindset is the key to unlocking abundance. By embracing the idea that money is not just a physical resource, but a dynamic spiritual energy, you allow its natural flow into your life, transforming not only your finances, but also your personal growth and happiness. How are you planning to shift your perspective on money today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our community at Spiritual Wisdom. Together, let's continue this journey of abundance, aligning with the spiritual energy of prosperity and fulfillment.